Hey, this is Mike Brooks, and thanks for showing up today for another Internet Marketing Quick Tip. This is actually going to be an instructional video on how to embed a Flash and FLV video onto your squeeze page. And this is particularly for folks who are using PCs, because if you're using a Macintosh, this is just much easier to create an FLV file. You know, if you have a PC, that your format that you're going to create is going to be probably an MP4. Is pretty standard with a lot of the video editing software that's available for the PCs. And then you need to figure out a way to convert into a Flash FLV file, and then you need to embed that file into your squeeze page. You know, you notice this video here, this is a typical squeeze page. This is one of mine, and it's a video here, some text up here, and then your form right over here to the right. You know, there's a lot of in my testing, what I have seen is that, and you know, keep in mind that I don't want to tell you to do anything here, because you have to test it. You know, what works for me may not work for you, but what's worked well for me is just a video and an opt-in form. And a video is an autoplay, and it's embedded right into the page, which means that it's not hosted on YouTube or anything. I host it myself, and you can put it on your own domain. You can use S3, Amazon S3, which is great. I highly recommend using S3 because it is so dirt cheap. And you won't stress your server if you're hosting yourself. So it makes a big difference. So I've always had an issue with creating these FLV files. I've found it very difficult. You know, if you're using Camtasia, it will help you through that, but Camtasia costs money. And I want to show you some free options so that you can do this really, really simply. Now, first of all, you're going to need to create your video. You've got your video in MP4, and you need to convert it to FLV. Now, instead of going out and getting some kind of tool to do that and paying for something, what I recommend doing is using Blip TV. That's blip.tv, and it'll convert it for you. So here is a video that I did. Let's go into my dashboard here so that you can see it. I just go to my dashboard, hit episodes, and it brings up my little video here. Okay, I'm going to click on that, and it brings up another web page here. So let's take a look. Okay, so here's the page where my video is. It's got a lot of information and detail about my video, but if I go all the way down to the bottom, you're going to see this media. I'm going to move the camera over here so you can see. Hopefully you're seeing this. Media. Source, here's my source file to MP4. But look what happens. They convert it to an FLV. So all I got to do now is just right click it, save target as, and it's going to save this as a FLV file right to my computer. Easy. And Blip TV is very easy to upload. If you have you can do a web upload, or you can actually do an FTP upload. If you click on that, it'll give you instructions on how to FTP it. This is your login information, so that's your login, and then you just put in your username and password into your FTP client, and bang, you just throw it right up there. In about 20 minutes or so, when they're done processing it, you come back and you got your FLV. Now, what I recommend doing, let's go back to the web page here, is going to flowplayer.org. That's flowplayer.org, one word, and you'll see a lot of these videos used. Flowplayer is a real good one. I like it. It's free. If you go to the site, there's a lot of stuff here. But if you go to the download, you have a lot of options here you can purchase. This license is free. You can use it for commercial use. It is allowed. So I just grabbed this, and you know, you also have other options with, I believe you can use your own logo. So if you're paying for it, you can brand it yourself. And then what you do is simply, let's go over to the HTML editor, you just move the files over. There's like 3 files, and it tells you in the Flow Player, let's go back there, it tells you, let me move back. So your installation, it's got this little tab down here on documentation, and it actually tells you everything you need to do. And I'm just going to shorten this for you, so it makes it so you'll see it a little easier on the web page. But here's the 3 files. You find them, you unzip them, and you bring them right over into your domain. And then what you do is you go to your HTML editor. Here we are. And there's like 3 lines of code you need to add. The first line is this. Oops. There we go. So this is, okay, this is the right one. There we go. First line is a script, and it's got your flow. You're just changing the name of your website there, where this stuff is located. So that's the j.js. Then you're adding this line of code, which is where your video is located. So if it's on your site, it's your site, directory, and then the name of the video.flv that you downloaded from Blip TV. And the last line comes right after this, and it's your script that points to the w.swf. Can't talk today. And that's it. Your thing is embedded. And you can change around some options. If you go to the Flow Player, you read through the documentation. There's a load of options you can do with the actual video. So let's go over to the video. So this is what the video then looks like. This is just, I didn't really format this page, so you are going to just see a very basic video. But this auto plays when I load it up. Now you're going to see the one thing when you use the free version. Let's load this, reload this page. And it's not reloading.
First video.
So we'll make this easy and just go to a whole new web page and load it up, and you'll see down here, see that little Flow Player logo that popped in? It actually went very quick. I don't know if you saw that, but there was a little logo down here that stays on there as the video is loading, and that's that. You don't have anything else. You got your video, your cool looking output is right there, and that's how, let me turn me off. That's how easy it is to embed. So don't go nuts trying to figure out how to do this. That's a very, very easy solution that is cost effective, as in free. You can't beat that. So that was your quick tip for the day. I hope that really helped you for PC users. I had so many problems trying to get a system to make that work, and that's a real easy one. So I hope you enjoyed this quick tip, and I'll talk to you in the next one.